welcome to episode 82 of the Youth Squad Legends series with Stockport County. I'm your host, desperately needing a haircut. Yeah. Yeah, but look at that shine, though. Come on, man. Being a Head and Shoulders commercial before you know it. Let's get into the board objective with Posh Cutsy. Hello there, Posh Cutsy here. Seems like that Rafa Reina board objective from last episode went down a treat. So I'm willing to keep the personal trainer on for another 6 months. But it will cost the club £20 million. Okay? Toodles! Right, we can continue to have significant improvements in Rafa Reina so long as we can get £20 million from player sales. It's something that we're going to have to take seriously, but before the January transfer window, we have an EFL Cup semi-final first leg, I think, against Liverpool. Let's quick sim. And we've lost 3-0. Well, there's no Carabao Cup here for us this season. Just bear in mind, it's taken me a long time today to get up to speed and start recording this. I do have a minor headache, don't know why. I was at Leeds Festival this weekend, which transitions me beautiful to an apology. There was some dude that recognised me at the entrance to Leeds Festival, and I was a bit blunt because I was like in the middle of an argument and I didn't ask for his name. And you know what, if you're watching this on the off chance, just know that I do apologise, and I probably should have been a bit more just talkative, sociable. It was really early as well. I had very little sleep, but like I said in the small talk that I had with you, yeah, I do really appreciate you watching my videos. Did we know about this player injury? Jimmy Gallagher has got a pulled groin. Oi, what has he been doing? We've got 15th place Manchester United now. Are these going the same way as Arsenal, down to the Championship? Oh, Victor Pepitska got sent off. Shame that. Damien Ellis scored the only goal of the game. So the winter window has opened up. We got this really important game against Manchester City. You've just seen that Wesley Martina got Manager of the Month, and I'm sure not for the first time in the Premier League. The replacement this game is pretty easy for Jimmy Gallagher. Calvo coming in against his former side, who are currently top of the Premier League. The final score is 3-1, and Calvo got a hat-trick against his former team. Oh! You can't even begin to imagine the limbs for such an occasion. Someone's returning from loan. Kenny Murray has finished his loan with Wolfsburg. He's right up to a 79, and to be honest, 79, 21 years old, makes for quite an incredible youth academy player. This is Stockport against Watford. Final score 1-1. So you can go and beat City away from home, but you can't beat Watford at home. Time to hopefully beat City again, but this time in the FA Cup. Calvo is back in, and the final score is 2-2. That's going to go to a replay. Calvo scored against his former club. They're sick of the sight of him. And quite honestly, I'm pretty sick of the sight of Manchester City right now. This is the FA Cup replay that's finished 2-0 to City, so we're going to quickly go out of both domestic cup competitions. Quick check up on the Premier League. Wolves are having an amazing season here in third place. We're only 6 points behind City at the top of the table. It's Wolves next. Few changes to the side. All we want really is for Vitti not to score against us. Of course Vitti scored against us, but we did beat them 3-1. Goal scorers for Stockport, Pegoraro, Calvo, and at the end there, William Bonin. Right, I have a bit of a problem. If we are to get £20 million cobbled together for Rafa Reina to improve, the £20 million has to come from somewhere, and transfer offers are not really happening right now. Love more Kosipula might actually be a shout because he's a youth academy player. He needs the game time. He'll come back to Stockport, hopefully with his potential not completely tarnished. Yeah, I'm going to add Lovemore to the transfer list. Our heavy defeat against Liverpool must have been the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup and not the semis, because I've not seen a second leg anywhere. We are out of both domestic cup competitions now. We've got a Premier League fixture against the same team, and we got ourselves a 1-1 draw. Rafa Reina scoring at the end almost got us the victory. There's your offer for Lovemore Kosipula. It's come quite low. Southampton trying to get some kind of bargain here. Let's negotiate. Think they might accept this. 30 million on the dot. It's not a goodbye forever. You'll be That was frightening. I've seen glitches like that on Twitter, yeah, and I was not expecting it, okay? I'm a bit tender today. That was genuine fear. That was genuine. Genuine reaction was fear. Are they still going at it out? Hi! There's also a couple of open offers there for Svetkovic that we will block. 9 hours to get that done. Should be nice and easy. Gives us the money there for the personal trainer. And also might open up the opportunity of some really late, dodgy business. We see we got a transfer offer also for Jesus Tellez coming in from Brighton. We could sell him at 89 million quid. Nah, that deal ain't going through. Whilst that was all happening, Lovemore Kosipula has been sold to Southampton. Try and make Tolan work at 91 overall. I beg your pardon. Roma have done a right job on him. I think seeing his return would please more fans than keeping an anomaly like Riccardo Carletti, a quite boring player outside of his transfers, his career moves in life. They want money to get this done. We are squeezing every last bit out of this budget. Come on, let's get this deal done. It's Carletti plus 8 million quid. I don't think I've got these calculations right. I think we're going to end up with just under 20 million quid. That is £145,000 and a £77,000 signing on bonus. No! This needs to be accepted. And I think we're going to have to try and sell Jesus Tellez. It's nice to see him back in the blue of Stockport County. And judging by those shots, it seems like Wesley Martina has shrunk. Is there anybody else that I want to get rid of? We hit the jackpot with Michael Bolam. Really, really happy with Bolam. Gallagher will never get rid of. Tolan's here now. Calvo is insane. Tellez is just not needed. He's 22 years old as well, which is not exactly young in terms of world-class talent, of course. Apologies to everybody who's watching this at 22 years of age. I mean, really, if I knew that that offer from Brighton was coming in for Jesus Tellez, the perfect situation would have been him going to Brighton and us retaining Lovemore Kosipula. We've got an offer there from Wolves with 4 hours to go. Man, this needs to go and go quick. I'm accepting it. It's going to be a terrible deal in terms of the price rating, but we do need to give Rafa Reina every single opportunity. Now, do we sign a free agent? Do we try and snap up another central midfielder? Sana Brewery is not going anywhere. Are they trying to give me Ben White? Come on, mate. Tellez is out the door. We have 2 hours to get ourselves a kind of backup central midfielder type player. It's very nice to see that the best 2 central midfielders in the world are playing for Stockport. The next one down is a Franz Zielinski at Leicester. Too expensive. Everybody's too expensive until you get down here. Bambi is affordable, but also Italian. So do we go for Ryan McDonald, who is English and played for Roma? So seems like Toland and Ryan McDonald were a bit of a pairing. He is 26 years old. Pepitska. Oh, Pepitska. I have such a soft spot for Victor Pepitska, because that man is not playing for Manchester United. He's still playing for Stockport in his heart. And I feel like that deserves just a sentimental transfer back. It would make Manchester United even worse. It'd be very, very funny to see them get relegated alongside Arsenal. £42.45 million is an accepted fee. They wanted Smolcic at first. I was like, lol, are you mad? Hey, if you had £1 for every time that a player returned to Stockport in this series, you would have at least £12, I think. All right, Pepitska is back. Yay! Is he really going to see any time on the field? Not really. I'll give him a game. One singular game. That's the end of another tremendous transfer window. Let's have a look at the finances. Our current budget is £41 million. 20 of that will be spent on the personal trainer for Rafa Reina. So if you can't remember or didn't watch last episode, I really do suggest you watch last episode because it was insane. For every 10 minutes that he plays in a Champions League game, we improve one of his attributes. Hey look, Pegararo has gone up to 90 overall. To add a bit of jeopardy though, like that initial board objective, if we go on to lose the Champions League match, Reina doesn't get improved at all. It's Norwich against Stockport. Got that 2 2-1 victory, Pegoraro and Juicy John scoring. Champions League's got to be around the corner. I believe we finished second in our group, which means our first knockout round could be something extra spicy. Do we know it yet? Stockport. Oh my goodness, it's against Leipzig. That might not look like much on paper, but Leipzig have a better overall team than Leverkusen. RB Leipzig are like the 4th best team in the world. They are behind City, Barcelona, and the England national team. This side is gloriously stacked. Stockport County against Chelsea Football Club. Gloriously stacked my backside!
Welcome to Yuko Ike's Haiku Chronicles with your host, Yuko Ike.
Damian Ellis represents his country in Ultimate Frisbee. Bro, we took the lead and then completely capitulated. Stockport against Everton. Oh, it seems like 4-1 is a scoreline that's just happening now. Thankfully, we were on the right end. Ellis, John, Ronnie Valdo, Brace. So this is what they've got. Keane's a 90, Gakpo's a 90, Mason Mount somehow is a 92. Probably just having really good luck on that world dynamic potential that we add every single season. Araujo, he must be a monster at 95 overall. Pop Rafa Reina at central attacking midfield. We'll have Gallagher in the first team, but we've got Calvo on the bench just in case the heat is too hot to handle. Stockport against RB Leipzig, first leg of the Champions League knockout round of 16. Yes, that's exactly the title that I was looking for. Let's see how insane these lads are then. Or is it just a Leverkusen thing? He's onside. Great. Well, it's another speed counter-attack there. Leipzig just break us apart. Thank you very much. Bro, we can't really defend if we can't keep up. Soto is well out of position and marking the wrong player. That is so horribly similar to what we had against Leverkusen. Cross it in. Yes! Ooh, I don't think the volley was the right decision there. This save really has the Bundesliga flourishing. Pegoraro trying to whip one crazy into the opposite corner. There's some serious domination here by Stockport. What a beautiful ball by the Italiano. Damian Ellis, Ramsdale denies him. Gerrard out swinging corner kick. It's Sanders. Bustamante absolutely smashed that one. It could have been on target. Possibility of a quick counter-attack. We cannot deal with the quick counter-attacks. Baumgartner in. There's Lopez. Somehow saving it with his kidney. Pegoraro seems to have a serious speed advantage. The Italiano goes all the way for Stockport's equaliser. Sorry to tell you, it is just a Leverkusen thing. Our defensive line is just far too high for this nonsense. It's a lovely save. Jangson Chan. Nah, that was the wrong choice. Hey, but Rafa Reina sent it to Damian Ellis. That's 2-1 Stockport County, so was it really the wrong choice after all? Mate, Rafa Reina is so elite. Oh, it's terrible. And he's Mason Mount again. He's going to get sent off. Continuing that age-old tradition of me watching Mason Mount in a football game and him being absolutely shocking. Bro, I have never seen him play well in my life. Soto standing tackle, looking for another one. The centre-back's not willing to intercept, and that will end up being 2-2. Sorry, when did this defence become the Wimbledon defence, where everything was a potential goal-scoring threat? I think we deserved a bit more than 2 goals from this game. I can't lie. Let me choose Fetkovic. There we go. Finally. But he doesn't put a tackle in, and no doubt that's going into the back of the net. Oh, I see. No, they actually got better because they've taken Mason Mount off the field, haven't they? Yeah. That's what's happened there. If we can just get ourselves in order for 2 minutes, guys, and maybe make some kind of interception defensively. Hey! I mean, we have to draw to get Rafa Reina's improvements up, and he's played the through ball there to Juicy John. Oh, no equaliser there. Mate, come on. Juicy this time! Scenes! Limbs! Rafa Reina assist? It's 3-3. I think I did say at the top of this episode that if we lost the game, Rafa Reina would not get improved. That is not a loss. So I'm taking the 9 attribute point upgrade. What's the result going to be? Aston Villa, Stockport County return to the Premier League in a 3-1 loss. The only silver lining, and the quite embarrassing result, is that Juicy John seems to be finding some kind of goal-scoring form. We'll get Papitsky involved here because got a fixture at home against Manchester United, which we've gone and won 2-0. Damian Ellis, Rafa Reina scoring goals there. Sanders is suspended. It's even more speed that we're losing there in defence. I think we are just going to go for the big boys, Svetkovic and Sanabria, to see this one out. And maybe even playing Dada Bustamante in the Jang Sung Chan role. And then Jang Sung Chan in the Jimmy Gallagher role. I'm happy to go and try that out. Leipzig against Stockport. 3-3. From the first leg, everything to play for. Getting knocked out by Leverkusen last season was an absolutely massive skill gap on show. But today is very different. Today is me at fault if we don't get through. Well done, Sanabria. Great timing on that slide. Now we should get through, given the space that they are offering to Giuseppe Pecoraro. Man, he's quick. He is rapid nowadays. So come on, Pecoraro. Stockport Daliano. Go wild, wild, wild. Yeah, the 91 overall centre-backs, as you might expect, doing a stellar job. It still doesn't make me play them for the Champions League final. I'm sorry, guys. I've carried Sanders and Bustamante all this way. We are finishing the job together. This free kick position is just not acceptable. But I'm whacking it. Ramon Guerra! Oh, that was all over the place. Ramsdale fortunate to be right behind it. Ramon Guerra's back up there. Just clips it in. There's a lot of space for Pecoraro. Could have been a second. Corner kick here to Leipzig. Ellis deals well at the front post. But Bountgon is onside, and therefore David is also onside. Leipzig refusing to lay down. We're usually so good at clearing our lines from corner kicks. That time there was a breakdown. It's the easiest of finishes for the Canadian. Great coverage by Sanabria. Has to be the same for Svetkovic, but it's not. Lopez to the rescue. We need to sort ourselves out. Wake up a little bit. This is not good enough to be winning football games. That's a massive tackle by Jang Sung Chan. What a ball that is! He's onside. Ellis goes for the chip. Hits the post. Best piece of play from Stockport County by a country mile. And now we got to chase on because we've committed players to the attack. There's Lopez stretching, saving our backsides. Not for the first time, not for the last. What a hero. It'll be a 1-against-1 Gakpo against Svetkovic. That's going over Sanabria. He'll have to be saved, and he's saved by Lopez. What? Just what a keeper, man. Let's have a minute to respect how insane this kid is. But not too long, because we got a corner kick to defend. Yes, Rafa Reina. Come on. Find the ball. It'll have to be a pass to Pecoraro. It is inch perfect. Pecoraro! Oh, we've won it! We've won it! Rafa Reina's won it with a ball over the top of the Leipzig defence! The speed of Pecoraro, though, man. I wonder...
Squash.
Oh, what a save, Lopez! Mad deflection on that, and he still flicks it around. Everybody's onside here. Jang Sung Chan. There it is! Pecoraro! It's another hat-trick by Giuseppe Pecoraro! I'd say all the patience is paying off, and most of that sentence is true, but also we did transfer him at one stage. 3-1 Stockport County into the quarterfinals of the Champions League for their first ever time. First time in history. Probably won't be the end of the road here this season. I think we're going to go all the way. I think we are looking at the back end of this season. We were certainly looking at the back end of Pecoraro there. Stockport County come out with the victory, and I think it's just because of the keeper, really, let's be honest. Leverkusen are through. Great news. Barcelona also proceed to the next round. This is Fulham against Stockport County. I think that's the best result we've seen in the domestic season. Pecoraro with 2 goals. Damien Ellis opened up the scoring, and the other goal was scored by Calvo because he just keeps on finding the back of the net, that fella. It's not going to be Leverkusen in the quarters, but we are staying in Germany. After this match against Brighton, which we lost 1-0, we have a matchup against Borussia Dortmund. Their team is all the way down in 18th place. Apparently a little bit worse than Manchester United, and we know how bad they are. Sit back and prepare yourself for what hopefully is an absolute masterclass. But before that, gotta celebrate Raffaello turning 80 overall. Go on, lad. Stuck all 9 attribute points to long passing. Let's have Papitska. Let's have Marcus Toland. Might as well have a bit of Murray. Dortmund against Stockport. Go on, Reina. Look up. Find it. Presses the acceleration button. Jetpack on the back of Pecoraro. Oh, that's why. It seems like Pecoraro got lengthy. Well, that's why he got very good. Oh, it's over. It's so over for the AI. Oh, that's a bad challenge. Straight red. Smith Rowe is off after sliding into Rafa Rain. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's terrible. It is horrific. Great goal by the referee. Didn't look too bad on this wide shot, but it's a clear red card. And now we just play it into Pecoraro and he can do that. Oh my god, he is insane. Lads, he's absolutely perfect. It's like the life of a caterpillar. So ugly for most of its life. And then when it hatches out the cocoon, it's a beautiful, glorious butterfly. Trying to just take on the whole team. I am enjoying myself. Flip flap. Mate, don't do it. Oh, Pecoraro! Oh, this is stupid. Ellis has gone a little bit too early. Mate, he's just a passenger in all of this now, sadly. It's like when Goku went Super Saiyan. Basically, everybody else was void, null and void. Goku will sort it out now, I guess. Okay, I've took my eye off the ball. Ezzy's gone around Soto. That's an easy tap in. We've not played well enough in this second half. Rafa Reina is moving forward. Ball in. Ronnie Valdo's played it perfectly. Rafa Reina. Oh, come on. Rafa, please. Don't save it all for the final. 2-2, full time. Once again, not really out of first gear, which is terrifying for everybody else. Pecoraro is scoring at a rate you only see from Obi Jackers. Now, be careful with the comparisons, because I will never say that Pecoraro is as good as Obi Jackers, but right now, that's the only comparison that you can really draw. He's transcending at the moment. This has been Cutsy. Thank you ever so much for watching this episode of Youth Squad Legends. If you've enjoyed it, then please give the video a like. If you're not subscribed around here yet, then press the red box down below and hit the bell icon for mobile notifications. Big thanks to everybody on the right-hand side supporting me financially on Patreon. You guys are legends. Thank you to all of my YouTube members. You can also become a member on YouTube and use very silly emotes in the comments section. It does help me out a little bit. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Whoa, you've made it to the end of the video. Yes. Now we just jam into this funky music. Ugh. Quick, type your favorite fruit in the comments section. Make the non-finishers really confused.